Hi friends, this is Ripan from Language Academy, and today we are going to discuss another module of IELTS examination, that is IELTS reading. So few basic things about reading. You will get approximately 40 questions in the examination. 1 mark will be awarded for each correct answer. There is no negative marking. So even if you are not sure about an answer, you are definitely going to attempt it. And the timings is that 1 hour 60 minutes you will be getting to solve the paper, and you will not get any extra time to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. So you have to do that also in the given 60 minutes only. So here for the question, there are around 10 to 12 different question types, like sentence completion, notes completion, table, diagrams, true false not given, yes no not given, and summaries with hints, without hints, and a number of others. So today we have picked up the most difficult question types, as we have got the feedback from the students that they are generally stuck in these questions. So we'll be explaining some tips and strategies that can work for doing this particular question type, which is true, false, and not given, or sometimes it is written as yes, no, not given. The very first thing, that whenever you are going to answer your questions in the reading module, it is advised that you read the requirement of the question very carefully, because sometimes they have written right, true if the information matches with the passage, false if it contradicts, and not given if it is not presented. And at the other times they must have written right T if the statement agrees, F if the statement disagrees, and NG if the statement is not matching or does not include any information. So if they have written right T and you write the word true in your answer sheet, you will not get a single or half mark for that. So you have to be very careful whether it is T or full true, whether it is yes or only Y that you have to write, because that is unnecessary deduction of marks if you don't pay attention to the requirement of the question. Now coming to the question type, I generally advise students to go through the questions first before reading the passage, because it gives you an idea on which type of information is your questions based on. For example, sometimes the questions are related to dates, like many of the questions include on in 1969, in 2004, in 2010. So that will give you an idea that whenever you're reading the passage, you have to mark all the dates. Other times, the blanks or the question type generally include more of names of the persons. So for example, your passage is about scientists, so there are a number of names of the scientists. So that will give you an idea that we don't have to bother about the years, we have to bother about the names. So you can mark the names when you're going through the passage. And there are other things. For example, if your question demands definitions, there are some of the questions in blanks, they say a process by which the thread is removed from the machine is called dash. So that will give you an idea that we have to concentrate on the names or the terms or the definitions wherever they are given in the text. So these are few tricks that help you beforehand to solve the passage. Here for true false not given, we follow the same technique. We read the questions first and then we'll go to some information that I have just randomly written as the text. So if you go through the first sentence, it is only t-shirts and jeans are allowed. So when you are doing questions like true, false, and not given, generally the answers are based on words like these. Only, the only way to do is, this is the best method to do, this was ranked first among the other things. And secondly, it comes to modal, like you must wear jeans and t-shirts, right? Or the words like it is necessary. So words which emphasize on the sentence, which brings a condition to the sentence, most of your answers are based on only those words. Like here it is written like only jeans and t-shirts are allowed, right? So we have to mark the word only here. Second, there are different ticket charges for different age groups, or we can write there are different ticket charges depending on age group. So what is the word that we need to mark? different ticket charges depending on age group. We can mark these words. And next is the event will wind up at 1 a.m. So will, words which present condition, for example the modals like can, could, may, must, like the event may wind up at 1 a.m. would have meant that may or may not be. But if it is like the event will wind up at 1 a.m., that means that it will happen like that only. So you need to understand different modals for this purpose. What is the meaning of can, could, may, might, must, should, could? These words actually help you solve the question types like true, false and not given. Now if we come to the passage or something that I have randomly constructed, if it is written that if you want to participate in the show, there are some guidelines to help. For the attire, casuals would be the most suitable among others. Now for attire means clothing, casuals would be most suitable. Now one more important thing, you will not get the exact words. You will definitely get synonyms or the same meanings conveyed through different presentation of words. So the idea you have to follow is you have to convert the sentence into your comfortable language, whichever is your first language, like it can be Hindi, it can be Punjabi, it can be Gujarati or any other language, word by word translation. If I give you an example in Hindi, for the first sentence it means सिर्फ टी-शर्ट और जीन्स ही अलाउड है. अगर आप वर्ड बाय वर्ड नहीं करोगे तो अगेन देयर आर चांसेस कि आप ओनली वर्ड को स्किप कर जाओ, right? You could have read t-shirts and jeans are allowed, so I have to look for whether t-shirts or jeans are allowed or not. No, you have to look for whether only t-shirts and jeans are allowed. सिर्फ t-shirts and jeans allowed है. If we see here, if we convert it like this, for the attire कपड़ों के लिए casuals would be more suitable. Casual सबसे ज़्यादा comfortable या suitable रहेंगे. Now match the both words. Casual सबसे ज़्यादा comfortable हैं, सिर्फ casuals मतलब jeans and t-shirts allowed हैं. Are they both matching? No. So it is not true for sure. Now we have to decide whether it is false or not given. False is when you have a completely contrasting information. One thing says this while the other says completely opposite. Here they are saying only t-shirts and jeans are allowed. Here they are saying among others, बाकियों में से सबसे ज़्यादा comfortable casuals रहेंगे. That means rest of the types of attires are also allowed. So this way you have to interpret and comprehend the text, and that is best done if you convert it into your comfortable language, the way we just did with an example. So here the answer would be definitely a false, because it is not that only casuals, that is only t-shirts and jeans are allowed. Among others definitely means, and the word most suitable also means most is when there is from a variety or from a choice we are giving advantage, or we are giving a superior condition to superior situation to one of the mentioned things. Coming to the next part, there are different ticket charges depending upon age group. Here it is written children below 5 will not be charged. Up to 10 years would be charged half, and above that will be a full amount. Below 5 no charge, till up to 10 years half ticket, and above 10 years they have to buy a full ticket for themselves. So different ticket charges, yes, no, half and full. Depending upon age group, yes, 5, 10 and above. So all the conditions which are mentioned in the sentence is completely agrees with the information that is given in the text. So this will be a true. Last one, the event will wind up at 1 a.m. The show is expected to end late night. The show is expected to end late night. The event will wind up at 1 a.m. Now students may have this opinion that 1 a.m. is late night, but again the show will wind up at 1 a.m. होगा ही होगा. The show will. It is a complete in all respect. There is no chance of change. While here they have mentioned is expected to end late night. Now late night can be 12, late night can be 11:30, late night can be 1:30. There are different timings which can come under the head of late night. So late night does not mean that 1 a.m. comes in late night, so that is a true information. So here we'll write that it is not given whether the show will end at 1 a.m. or not. They have not given. They have just given an overall idea that it is expected to end late night. Now late night can mean 1 a.m. also, can mean 2 a.m. also, or 12 a.m. also. So here the answer will be not given. So this is the way that we have to interpret, we have to comprehend the text, interpret the questions, match both of them, and the ideal method is to convert it into your comfortable, your first language, because that generally helps us that we don't avoid the important words or modals or words like only, necessary, it's a compulsion, and words like these, of course. Apart from that, you can try to divide your sentence into parts. The parts are subject, object, and verb. Like you can say the event, the subject is the event here. Verb is wind up, that can match with end. And object here can be, we don't have an object, we'll say at 1 a.m. we can match with 1 a.m. So 1 a.m. and late night are not matching. So if any information is not matching, one part of the information is not matching with the information in the text, the second text is to see whether there is something contradictory to that information. For example, instead of 1 a.m., whether there is another time. They have written like 12 or 2 a.m., then it would have been false, because we have a completely contradictory information. And if one part of your subject is not matching and you are unable to find a replacement for that part, so your answer will be not given. I hope this can help you to some extent to solve these question types, but definitely getting the ideas is one thing and practicing them so as to understand it better is the second thing which you need to do. And if you still have any doubts regarding this question type, you can definitely go to the comment section and write it there. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Apart from this, if you have doubts in any other question types for the reading module, do let us know. We'll try to make a video. We'll try to share our tips and techniques for that session also and share with you. Till then, take care and bye-bye. Thank you.